Brianna Diamond, your host here on Bad Bitch Arena, where I bring all the industry experts to give you secrets, tips, and stories about the sex work industry. If you're a baby stripper or just getting started in the sex work industry, I'm going to help you on your journey to be profitable, safe, and secure. Today we have our co-host, Jaydn Ortiz, back.
Hey, y'all. It's going to be back. What do we have going on today?
Well, we have our guest, Avery Ryder, this bad bitch.
Hi, guys. Thanks for having me.
Avery, how long have you been stripping for?
On and off for about 14 years.
Wow.
Believe it or not.
What club did you start at?
I started in Cheetah in Sarasota, Florida. It was a full nude, full liquor club at the time.
I started at a Cheetah's too.
Yeah. 6 months after I had my son.
Wow.
Yeah.
How old were you then?
24.
Okay.
24.
So what brought you into dancing, I would assume? Your son?
Caught my ex-husband cheating on me. And then pretty much had to raise a 6-month-old. So I wanted to be with him as much as possible. So I breastfed him, put him to bed. Mommy went to work and was there for the next feeding. With, of course, a load of cash.
Mm-hmm. Period.
Mommy went to work. Mommy was there when you woke up.
You said off and on for 14 years.
Yeah.
So when did you stop dancing? And then when did you start dancing again?
I mean, it's always been a readily accessible, occupation.
Right.
Because obviously in this industry, we have the luxury to be subcontractors where
Sure.
we can travel if we want to travel and work at different clubs as long as we audition. So you can have a contract at multiple clubs if you want. So I had a professional job, took some time
What
off.
was your vanilla job? I gotta hear this.
What's my vanilla job?
You doing anything but stripping.
Really? Hold on to your hat. Let's say I used to be a banking branch manager.
Oh God.
Yeah, and then I was a real estate associate, and then I was a restaurant consultant for about 10, 15 years, where I opened nightclubs, bars, do credit card merchant processing for medical marijuana dispensaries and different retail businesses across the country. I've done fine. So I have a fitness meal prep company that I have down in Sarasota as well.
That's
So,
Florida.
Yeah.
So if any of our viewers wanted to order some meal prep, it
I'm
has
like,
to be
she.
in Sarasota.
Let me get some of those.
Yeah, I stay busy.
That's good.
Yeah, mommy likes to go to work.
That's good, though.
Yeah.
So, you have
So,
to-
but
really
it's
tight.
good. In our industry, we have the luxury to go to work or not go to work.
Mm-hmm.
And obviously your days run out. So
Yeah.
bank, my advice to, the baby strippers is bank while you can, don't spend it all in one place, and,
Yeah.
live your life accordingly.
Make something out of that for sure.
Absolutely. Have an investment plan is
Yeah.
what I said. I wish somebody would have told me, like when I was banking a couple days, like, put a certain amount aside and like invest. And later on, I was starting to find investors and doing stuff like that.
Yeah.
But I didn't have anybody to help me manage my money or give me in the right direction.
For sure.
So
It's kind of why I have the show. It's like,
Yeah.
I know you're
It's-
still a baby stripper,
yeah.
but like if you're an OG like us,
Yeah.
we were talking about this earlier today. Like if somebody would have given us the insight that her and I want to give, to you guys, I would have been a billionaire by now.
Yeah.
Would have been in
Oh
and
my
out of the
God.
industry within 2 to 3 years.
Oh my
and
God.
we built an empire.
ridiculous.
Yeah.
And we
Like-
were
Doing
talking
that
about
now, but
we were talking about
took
this
a little
last
while.
time too. Like it
Yeah.
would save so many people. Like,
I wanna do.
and I want to say people because like both like men and females in the sex work industry, it would save them so many like
Yep.
problems and stuff. And we were talking about like all these people are like no free game. Like shut up.
Yes.
Shut up.
Mhm.
Like
There's a
just
lot of
help
people-
somebody
yeah.
out. Everybody needs a helping hand once in a while.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
That's the
saying?
girls in the industry, like, women should be
Yeah.
supporting women, and you should be uplifting these girls and be like, hey, you made 15 racks tonight, but
Yeah.
do this and this and this with it,
Yeah.
and then keep going.
Mhm. Exactly.
Because I can even say I've had really
Oh.
exciting nights and then I go and splurge
Oh, yeah.
at least like
Done it.
half of it and I'm not as smart as I could be.
But the problem is too,
You're getting better though. You just bought a house.
I did.
Yeah.
the problem is too, us bitches get lazy. Like we make 10 G's fucking one night and
I feel it.
we're like, I don't need to work for the next week. It's like, what if you went to work every single day that week and made 10 racks every night that week instead of laying in your bed freaking binge Netflix?
Okay.
Like that's the thing. I wish people would have like instilled work ethic. I mean, I always had the New Yorker like work ethic in me, so I was going all the time. And all the other girls, they'd be like, well, they don't work as much as I do, but they make a lot of money like that one night. But I would go every night, and people are like, how are you like doing so well? Or how do you know so many customers?
See, no, I was the exact opposite. I was literally like you. Like, I would have a good night at work, and I'm like, oh shit, well, what if tomorrow's even better?
Exactly.
Or what if I missed that one good, but it got so toxic to the point where I worked myself. Like,
Well, you have to be
I
careful.
burned myself
That
out, and
pre-pandemic.
that's when I learned the hard way. Cause dog, like, I fucked up my mentality. No, like my mental like game. Like, I got so depressed super quick.
When you didn't
like,
make money?
no, like when I was working straight. I think I worked straight for like 3 weeks.
It drains you
I was so drained, like mentally.
because you got to be
and, like,
on
yeah.
all the time.
Granted, I made so much fucking money like that month.
Yeah.
And like, not that I don't make money when I'm like not working as much, but I made a lot of money and I was really excited about it. But like after like how drained I was and how like, I don't know, I just felt off. I wasn't going to do that again. Yeah.
You just got to get a good balance.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, like
That's
I
definitely
always
still
tried to
something I'm working
schedule
on.
it so I'd work like Monday, Wednesday, Friday.
Yeah. I'm still working on that. We'll get there.
Avery, when did you start your meal prep business? And is that the first like entrepreneurship thing that you did?
No, actually, it was like the umpteenth. No, actually, I started my meal prep company last year during COVID.
So
like,
what
at the
was
tail
first thing
end.
that you started that.
My restaurant consulting. Actually, I opened bars, nightclubs. I would actually
But what got you into that?
hospitality. I've been in hospitality my whole life with hotels. I started in Long Island. I started as a busser and then a hostess. And then I found my way like working myself up to waitress. And then I found myself running a nightclub at 18 that you had to be 21 to get into in Long Island, New York, because the manager got fired and he was like stealing money. And the only person that knew how to run the place, who I was doing it anyway at 18 because I was just like that hungry, they ended up giving it to me, even though I had no business being in the club at the same time. And then my resume just went from there. I'm just really good at, operational stuff and with business.
That's good for you.
That's really tired.
Are you still doing that?
Yes. I'm opening my own club now in Sarasota.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Club, right?
It's going to be a high-end supper club burlesque. So, yeah, it's going to have a restaurant, but it's going to be like a 1920s Sinatra, Al Capone, Prohibition-themed burlesque club.
How fun.
Yeah.
How long were you in the works for that?
My investors, kind of done real estate, called me about 1.5 years ago and said that they wanted to do something but didn't know where they wanted to go. And then I've had a vision in my head for this for a long time. So I literally drew the blueprints, came up with the decor, came up with the concept, and I've been doing it ever since. We're in build out right now, so it'll probably be about 4 months out.
I think we have some pictures of you actually in your work attire,
Oh God,
your boss bitch attire.
do you?
There you go.
That would be me.
There she is.
That would be me. Yeah. I clean up
Pretty damn hot,
okay.
Avery.
I clean up okay. They definitely know when the foreman is on the floor, I'll tell you that. The guys definitely work a little faster when I'm walking through the construction site.
As they should.
Oh yeah.
So other than opening the club and the meal prep and what did you say? What else you did?
I do credit card processing for medical marijuana dispensaries. So I do, like, when you swipe your credit card, I do their processing for that. I can do it for nightclubs, retail, stuff like that. But I've been doing that for about 14 years. It's residual income. I call it
Right.
mailbox money. It's for the life of the account. I get the residual checks sent to my,
That's amazing.
yeah. So that's
Yeah.
I've been doing that for a long time.
Good for you.
Yeah, I'm a firm believer in don't put all your eggs in one basket because
I
every
agree.
market shifts.
Yes.
For sure.
That's the one thing. You don't put all your eggs in real estate. Don't put all your eggs in crypto. Don't put all your eggs in hospitality. Don't put all your eggs. The best thing about hospitality, though, is people drink when they're happy and people drink when they're sad. So if they can't pay their rent, they're going to go to the bar anyway. So hospitality is always a no fail. So that's why I've always stayed real close to hospitality, whether it be bar, waitress, bartender, club owner, dancer. That business is still booming because people want to be entertained. People want to feel happy, whether alcohol is involved or whatnot. So hospitality is always going to boom.
Like some really good advice. I'm like, that's tight.
So what was your first side hustle? It was the
My
restaurant stuff, right?
Yeah, I would say the restaurant would probably be my first like side hustle.
I find it interesting that most of the dancers have side hustles or are serial entrepreneurs like you and I are. I'm a very strong believer in having multiple sources of income like you. I've taught my son since he was a kid to have 8 sources of income coming in. 8. And I have been a strong believer in that. He knows that. And so he's already starting doing that. And it looks like you're doing that.
Yeah, I mean, my son's been developing video games for 3 years, even beta testing them online. 14.
Wow.
Yeah. I mean, he's been in the gifted program since he was in 2nd grade. He's already doing college courses, and he just started high school. So I got a little brainiac on my hands. I'm very blessed.
Good for you. Good for you. How was the process of opening the strip club or burlesque club that you're doing? Was it difficult to get the permits, the licensing? Are you still working on all that? I heard that's a very long process.
Well, I was very cautious about who I told and who I didn't, which means I didn't tell anybody, because in the club industry, especially in Florida, where it's like we're strip club capital of the world, Tampa.
Yeah.
And I've I've danced at pretty much all of them. And I've had a rapport with mainly most of the GMs. And they kind of know me they know me as a dancer, but then I'm the kind of girl that goes, I'm operational. So if something's not working right in their club, I can't sit there and let it go. I'm like, hey, you might want to take a look at this, even though that's not my job to do that for them. So they kind of looked at me like, just dance and keep your mouth shut. So I always told them all that I wanted to open my own club. So it was funny. Last month when the Ed Expos were here, all the club owners from the entire country were here for all the club awards and all the feature entertainer awards and all the porn stars that go around and do feature entertainer. And the only people that can attend it is featured entertainers and club owners. And I show up there with my owner badge for my new club that's up and coming, running into 4 out of 5 of my general managers who told me I would never have my own club as a woman. I would never get my funding for it. And I would never have it in the county in which I wanted to open it. And I said, well, that's funny because I'm a woman. I'm opening my own strip club. I got my funding. Not only did I do that, but I actually named it, designed it, and drew the blueprint.
And that's what you call a boss bitch?
And
when somebody tells you can't do something
and by the
you
way,
end up doing it.
It's in the vicinity of all your clubs, so good luck with that.
Period. I'm telling you. Honestly, when somebody tells me I can't do something, it makes me want to do it even more.
So hard.
That's exactly why I love to be petty and shit on people. Because she literally, please, ugh. That's great. That really is.
That's amazing.
Yeah, the best thing somebody can ever tell me is I can't.
You know what I'm saying?
Thank you.
Yeah.
And you actually just restarted your OnlyFans, right?
I did.
Let's tell our audience where to find you at, because I know for a fact we need to get you some subs.
Yep.
Get that another source of income coming
Avery
in.
Ryder on OnlyFans. You can put the link.
Are you doing full-on porn like I do? Or are you with an agency? Or are you just kind of doing homemade stuff right now, POD?
I used to have content when I originally did it. I used to have content with my husband, my ex-husband. And now it's point of view. And, I have some volunteer daddies that do some cameos. So
There we go.
yeah, but it's
Nothing's wrong with getting dick down by different guys. I like variety.
yeah, it's the daddy of the day.
Yeah, there we go.
I'm like, sorry, Mom.
That's his point of view of daddy of the day.
Your mom would laugh.
That's funny. That's funny as fuck.
And,
How long have you done OnlyFans?
well, I had it during COVID, and then after I went back to the real world and everything opened up, I didn't have the time to keep up with the maintenance and the messages. But for the last year and a half, 2 years that I haven't had it, I had so many messages asking me to bring it back, and oh my God, why aren't you bringing it back? Because I always kept my Instagram live and grew my fan base, especially with traveling. Because I always market what club I'm at, when I'm going to be there, because you self-promote.
Yeah.
Because then your customers that are sitting there watching you know where to find you. That's what I always tell people is, if you're going to be at a club, let people know where you're going to be.
Mm-hmm.
Or create a separate Instagram for yourself as your entertainer personality so that you keep them separate.
Yeah.
Like I have a professional page and then my entertainer page. And then to market yourself, because at the end of the day, you're growing your business as an entertainer.
Yeah.
You can grow your business in real estate. You can grow your business, but do it separately. I have a meal prep one and a fitness page as well.
Mm-hmm.
So I grow them all separately, but because of the market base that you're in. So the best thing you can do is, you know, just promote it, tell people where you're going to be, and then they know. I get people saying, oh, when are you going to be there? Or I'm flying into Vegas and I'll be there tonight. Okay, great, I'll be there. I have people coming in from SEMA in a month who have already booked rooms for me when I'm here because they know I'm going to be here.
So this is like a question for both of you guys, actually, and it's like a really important question. So, and this follows along with like the OnlyFans stuff. So like people that know me know that I used to have an OnlyFans.
Mm-hmm.
Before I even blew up on social media, like before any of that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And I had it maybe for like a month, maybe not even a month. And I just couldn't get the hang of it. And I felt like I work really good in the club. I work really good in the club. But like, I felt like switching out, it was just so much different.
It is
and a lot of people
completely
think
different.
it's the same, but it's
No.
Not even close.
And then I ended up taking it down, right? And then I blew up. And then I have all these followers asking like in my DMs, like, oh, I want some content. And I know that's money just like.
So does that mean you're finally ready to get into porn? Have I convinced you? Because I mean, I've got some guys lined up for you. Her first video is gonna like sell. It's gonna be
she pitches me all the time.
Karen Lee.
Oh, that what you were talking about?
Yeah.
So yeah, but like I definitely I see it and I see that it's money just sitting there. And
Let's do it.
So many, but I need to like understand because like I don't like the whole anonymous part about it. And I do want to jump back in, but I need to like, I heard some really good advice to go at like your own speed and only do what like makes you comfortable.
Of course.
So,
Absolutely.
Like, anything in life.
And I'm sure a lot of other maybe like newer people in the industry have the same questions. Like, do you need just full on do porn or can you do like
I don't.
pictures or what?
Absolutely.
There's people that have OnlyFans for their fitness program. There's people that have OnlyFans for their podcast. You don't have to do it for, you don't have to have sex if you don't want to. But that's up to you and your comfort level. You have so many subscribers on your TikTok. Like
Your bio
following
of your OnlyFans kind of should do a broad overview of you personally. If you want to say, oh, I might never give them like 100% like guarantee on the content that you're going to put out, because then you're going to be like held to it. So just be like, oh, this is me having fun, or you're going to get sneak peeks, or not like. But if you put like, oh, this is me hardcore having sex, then you're stuck to that. Just never put a blanket statement, and then you're safe. And then if they want to buy it, they want to buy you. They don't want to buy necessarily your content. Whatever you're putting out, they're going to buy.
Jaydn, I have people that will run your OnlyFans that do it for a living. These people have been in the industry 20 years. They know what they're doing. I run my own, but like, I know for a fact he would run yours 100%.
That was the problem, is the messaging that was getting more and more. That's why I took it down in the first place. And now that I've re-put it up, now I know with everything I have going on, I'm going to eventually have to go to a management company to start filtering my messages, and then I'm going to answer the content in which I want to like continue with and entertain.
I would start it, get all your fans over there, let them demand videos from you, find out, like I have polls up on mine.
What do you guys want to see?
Yeah. And based on those polls, like if you feel comfortable with one of those, or what your highest demand is, let them know. Like, I'm going to sell this first video for $100, see who will buy it.
Oh, they'll buy it.
And make sure it's worth it.
I'll buy it. Hey.
I'll give you a discount. And that's one thing that I noticed. I definitely like see like other younger girls like being pressured into doing that thing, and that's the reason why I took it down in the first place.
You don't need it because as you and I know, we make money. Make money. You don't need it.
But I'm never gonna say no to money that's just sitting there.
Right. But for me, I love what I do. I absolutely love what I do. People would disagree with me that like following your passion, the money will come. A lot of people say that's not true. It didn't work for me the first time, but this has definitely worked for me. It's been amazing, and I'm living my best life. I'm happy. I'm happy doing what I do. But if a lot of people, I get a lot of DMs from Twitter, Instagram, and OnlyFans asking me how I got into the porn industry. How do I do it? It's easy. Get it, apply at agencies just like you would any other job. Look for agencies and apply, but I have a hookup for you. But look for agencies and apply, and that's it. You just have to have the tenacity.
Been trying to drag me into porn for fucking 4 years.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Who?
Katie Morgan and Evan Stone.
Oh.
I was with them at the at Expo Awards last couple weeks ago, and walked the red carpet with them, and she's like, "Girl, when you're ready," she's like, "I already got money for you," and I'm like, "Katie." It was like, no, Evan's like, I'm like, yeah, I know Evan wants me in it, but yeah, I'm not ready to set up with an agency just yet. We'll see. To be
Have you
continued.
thought about that? Do you want to go with an agency?
I've given it some thought. I mean,
I have the
it's
perfect
been
people
like
for
something
you.
very like for maybe whenever I'm not so like hectic with like everything and like
Well, it's
have, like, a
definitely a
breather and
career
shit.
move where,
Yeah.
where you might actually be able to completely stop dancing.
hmm
And that's kind of my whole goal, although I love what I do. I'm
Oh, for
just getting
sure.
older
Yeah.
doing it. But I mean, making $40,000, $50,000 a month from dancing, I don't know if that's going to compare to it. It just depends on your end goal. Like, you do have to treat it like a business. I treat everything I do like a business. I give
me too.
everything my all. You haven't noticed? Like, I really do. I give everything my all. And I look at the porn industry as this could be residuals.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that check in the mail that comes in while I'm sitting on my ass. And that's what I'm hoping the end goal will be. In fact, I just produced 3 videos on my own. Produced and directed. Yeah.
Bad boss bitch vibe.
Yeah, one went viral. It was pretty freaking awesome.
I bet it did.
The first one, it was great. It was
Do you
great.
what's the title?
Do you have a link?
Yeah,
Oh.
it's called Dark Desires.
Doctor.
Ooh,
Dark
Desires.
Desires. So this was the
I'm like,
first.
who's playing
Ooh.
doctor?
So this was the first BBC I've gotten. And
Oh,
I said,
shit.
I know. And her
That's
and I were
British Columbia, right?
big black cock. So I had never been with a black man before, and honest to God, I swear I was so scared. I don't even know.
Why?
I don't know, because it's the unknown. I just think that as humans, we're resistant to change, and like, oh my God, you know. So I said, now that I'm a porn star and pretty much my entire sex life is out there in the open, and it's on camera.
Mm-hmm.
If this is my first time with a black man, it's going to be fucking epic. I
And
wanted
it's
it to be
on your rules and your terms, so
Exactly.
good for you.
So I didn't do it through an agency. I did it on my own, and I ended up having a threesome. I actually wanted 3 guys.
Really?
But they were like, "You're not gonna be able to handle 3 guys." I was like, "Watch me, I can do it," you know. But
I think you could have done it.
I know I could have. But it was absolutely amazing. The sex was great, and it didn't feel any different than being with any other guy. So I was like, "What the fuck was I scared for? Who knows?"
People.
But it went huge. The guys that I made the porn with was LA Bull and Tribal, and oh my God, these guys know what they're doing. They're amazing, total sweethearts, and I think Tribal should win an AVN. This guy is amazing, and if you guys have not seen any of his videos, you can find him on Reddit or Twitter or Instagram. But his name is Tribal, and he is he's pretty amazing. In fact, I'll put the link on there. But he has a signature move,
Ew.
which he did on me.
What is it?
I can't post it on here, huh? I'm asking my director. No, I can't.
Ooh, that was the green light.
you
I saw the
I
green
know.
light.
It was his signature move, but it was funny because when I saw his porn and we were linking up, I was very selective about who I made my porns with. I had so many guys hit me up like, "Oh, let's collab." But I wanted to look at, I'm treating this like a business, you know, I wanted to look at their content. I wanted to look at how
Absolutely.
many followers they have to make sure, because I mean,
It's more a business move.
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, you can make porn with anybody, but if that person is not a big player in the industry, what are you doing?
When you start
You're just
attaching
fucking on
other
camera,
people's
yeah.
brands to your brand, that's where you have to be smart about it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he
You
ended
don't
up
need
doing a
no
signature
brand,
move on
no
me.
brainer, no brander. You don't need
Yeah.
any of that in your business.
He did a signature move on me, and it literally went viral.
Now
It
I'm
was
good. I know she's not saying the signature move, so we all have to go and look at the link.
Oh my God. Okay, go on my Twitter. I actually pinned it on my Twitter. On my Twitter is Brianna Diamond.
I'm gonna be
It's
looking
pinned
on
to
my phone when
account.
we
It
leave
has
here.
over
And I was
33,000
like, let me, like,
views.
copy that.
I was supposed to release the video yesterday, but poor Tribal, he is actually also an actor, a stunt actor in Hollywood.
Bring in the stunt cock.
No, you don't need a stunt cock with this. But he yeah, I forgot what I was saying. Yeah, it's on my.
What?
It's
So
on my
like,
Twitter.
were you on like your fucking head or what?
Hmm?
Were you like standing on your head or what?
Girl, there's so many things. No, so he like picked me up
Oh,
and like I don't even know. He like locked me in and he just fucked me so hard standing up, and I was like his little fuck doll. I
See-
swear to God. And then he just fucked me.
I need a
in.
guy that does
I
that. I'm not a
came and he
small
threw
girl.
me
I
off
need
of
that.
him.
How tall are you?
I'm 5'10", so and the guy that I date, not naming any names, is 6'8", and he's
wow.
like,
Does he have a big dick?
oh yeah.
Perfect.
See, and that's good for you.
Well,
'Cause
I'm a
we're-
tall,
That's the best thing.
I'm a tall girl. It's a long way to the goal.
For sure. And like you're taller than us for sure, but we're
Yeah.
still pretty tall.
Yeah,
you know
that's
what I'm
why when I
saying?
saw his signature move, I'm like, you better do that on me. And he
Yeah.
fucking did it. I was like, hell yeah, because I know no other guy.
Now I'm going to the link.
Girl.
Yeah.
I need to see this.
I love that for you.
You need to see it?
Yeah, now I'm going to the link.
All right, grab my phone.
Oh, wait.
It's pretty good. It's pretty good.
I have no doubt.
But
check it
so
out.
yeah, it was pretty awesome.
Yeah, after the podcast, I'll show you yours. If you show me yours, I'll show
you
you
showed me
mine.
yours earlier.
Oh, yeah.
Over here. Those girls got some huge cock.
Oh no,
Not
that was
you, I mean, like,
no,
that's not-
no, that's
In a
another
vacuum,
one.
you know, like-
No, that wasn't the one I was talking about. I've got a few.
Oh wow, God.
Hey, I'm a busy girl.
You know what's funny is guys will ask me, they're like, "Are you single?" I'm like, "Dude, I get the biggest and best cock ever whenever I want. Like, why wouldn't I be
Why
single?
wouldn't I be single?
And I get paid for it.
Actually, I'm in the best relationship
You ready
with
for porn
myself.
yet?
Well, shit.
I'm in the best relationship with myself, so I'm never single.
Period.
I like
I'm gonna use that from now on. Honestly.
So you're never single if you're in the best relationship with yourself. I'm never alone.
I have a question for you.
Okay.
I want craziest or funniest stripper story that you have yet.
Okay.
It's got to be one
Funniest.
that sticks out.
Oh, this one sticks out, literally. Okay, so when I first got into dancing at a full nude club, it was probably the first week or two at Cheetah. And it was right in mid-shift, like right when the day shift started to go night shift. So new bouncers were starting to do their pre-shift and whatnot. And I just got in a room with a regular who seemed to be a regular. The girls knew him, so I felt comfortable. It seemed like the bouncers knew him. So I go into the room, and this is a full nude club at the time, full liquor. And I'm sitting there and I'm dancing in the room for him. And he decides to try and violate me as I'm turned around.
Oh.
Yeah. But I was trained in martial arts, and my knee-jerk reaction was to roundhouse him and pin him with my heel up against the mirror, and I punctured his neck with my stripper heel. Meanwhile, the bouncer was too busy trying to get his dick wet with the other new stripper, and he wasn't in earshot of me screaming. So I'm screaming, Miguel, Miguel, not hearing me. So I'm literally leaning out the room with one heel in his neck, holding him up against the wall, leaning, trying to call Miguel or my bouncer. And he's like sitting there, and finally they come running. They ended up having to call the ambulance because he was bleeding a lot. And turns out he was a local pediatrician. So I would really like to see how his and happily married. So I'd like to know how he explained that to his wife.
Fuck.
Where were you? How did this happen? Why do you have a hole in your neck? What the fuck? So
He has a little
Yeah.
heel print.
yeah.
He's like, I
thank
have no
you,
idea.
thank you, Abraham, MD.
That's so
Wow.
wild.
Yeah.
Did he like scream when it punctured? Like how far? I'm thinking like
Oh, it was-
in like
Yeah, it
Dude,
was.
that's scary.
Yeah, but and I held it for a while before I pulled it out.
fucking scary.
Well,
Well, don't
I didn't-
don't be touching
Well,
shit. You're
don't
not
be
allowed-
coming up,
Exactly.
don't
be
sneak-
coming up on me.
Don't
dog.
sneak up behind me. Let's just tell you that. I'm not. I ain't the bitch.
That's fucking wild. Oh my god.
So that's probably one of my
It's very
craziest
common,
one.
though, like when girls bend over when they're doing a
Yeah.
dance. Oh my God, I've had an Indian.
It's not a.
Okay, so
Edit that out.
they're kind of obsessed with butts and buttholes.
No, they are.
They are, yeah, okay.
They are.
I love Indian men. I love my fans. But for some reason, every time they come to the club, for some reason, they feel like they have to touch my butthole.
Mhm.
Is it just me?
Or they
No.
smell your armpit.
Yes. or
Obsessed.
Yes.
I've had one.
But I told this guy he smelled so bad because, I don't know, like, he's not from this country, whatever.
Yeah.
But he smelled so bad, like BO, and I didn't want to smell like that for my next dances. I had to, you
Yeah,
know.
no.
So I just told him, I was like, the rules are you can't touch me. And usually I'm not like that. I'm not a prude.
No.
But I didn't want to smell like BO for the rest of my dances.
Yeah.
So I'm just doing, you know, an air dance. It's like a 3 for 100. Bitch, I bend over, and next thing I know, it's
Oh no! My God, that's so
I turned around. I was
disgusting.
so grossed out. I fucking ran out of there butt naked. I was like, "What the fuck
That
is
is
wrong with you?"
fucking gross. Ew. I've had, oh my God.
Ugh.
I've literally
Ugh.
fucking had, y'all will not believe me. I swear to God.
Oh, I believe you.
So,
Yeah, right?
I believe you.
Remember, we're the OGs.
I used to fucking work. I started out at a full nude club, right? So like when I switched off to a topless and then back to full nude, I've been comfortable with my whole body. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I don't mind spreading them, but don't touch. You know what I'm
Yes.
saying? That's the rule at every club. If you're at a full nude or a topless,
Yeah.
you don't get to touch the kitty
silhouette.
dog.
Like
Yeah, you can
side.
look, but don't touch
Don't
it.
touch
That's
it.
like
Yeah.
the fucking only thing we fucking ask, right? So I turn around, right, and I'm shaking some shit, giving you your money's worth. This motherfucker, I guess he like got a lollipop from like the bathrooms and fucking put it in my pee, dog.
fuck?
Swear to God. And I
What'd you do?
I queefed because I got scared.
I would have grabbed it out of his hand and shoved it down his throat.
Well, no, I got scared because it was like, I know what a finger feels like, but I don't know what a lollipop feels like. So I got scared and I
Did
queefed.
you hear that?
And now I feel like my mom is gonna hear this fucking story.
But was it? But was it like the blow pop?
It was the blow pop, like with the chocolate inside.
So then it was like,
Taste your pussy, bitch.
well, you gave him a blow pop then. You queefed, you gave him a blow
Oh
pop.
my God.
This is great. That is great.
So that was definitely yeah. And that was only like I think like 2 months into the whole
Industry?
thing. So I was like, what the fuck did I just get
Devastated.
myself into? It was funny.
Little did you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, like that's how I got introduced to it, and I'm like, shit, it's downhill from here. Like at this point, if I already punctured a dude's freaking neck, I mean everything's got to be fine, right?
You know, when you first start dancing, like it's exciting to go on the pole, learn all the pole tricks. I think that was like the one thing I wanted to master, right? So I was in Cheetahs.
I was never good at it.
No, I love dancing.
I
on the
talk
pole.
men
You're
out of
good on the
money.
pole, too.
Oh, thanks.
I was at Cheetahs in San Diego, and it was the spinning pole. I've only had the standard poles here in Vegas. Everywhere else is the
See,
spinning
I
poles.
was used to in Miami.
spinning
It's all
poles.
spinning poles.
Yeah.
That's why when I came
Cheetah
out
was
here,
never
I
Cheetah was never
couldn't-
spin. It was stationary.
I can't do a lot on stationary, like on
Me
a spinning pole. I have a
neither.
spinning pole at my house, and I do a shit ton of tricks on there.
Yep.
But on a standard one, it's more like upper body strength rather
Yeah.
than just like relying on your momentum to get you places. You know?
Yeah.
I'll be like a carousel. If I let go, I'm gonna like fucking fly up.
Oh, no, that's
There's
the
no
story
way
I'm gonna tell
that
you.
would be me.
Avery, that's the story I'm going to tell you guys. It's
That
really
would
funny.
be me.
So I'm brand new in the industry, right? I'm learning all these pole tricks,
Whee!
and I think I'm so cool up there, right? Spinning on the pole, and so I did something. I think I turned upside down, climbed up there, whatever, and the bearings were loose. Have you ever been on a pole and the bearings are loose and just keep spinning and spinning? So I learned though to get traction, you could like stick out your leg or stick out your arm.
Or like
And-
drag your leg.
Bitch, this pole was not getting slower. It was going faster and
It's like
faster.
it's like a gravitron. You're just
And
like
not only that, no, like the whole place was full, right? And you have to go up there for 3 songs.
Yeah.
Okay, so why for 3 songs I'm in the same exact position spinning on the pole and
you
nobody's up there trying
spin
to help
me right
assholes,
round,
right?
baby, right.
So a 4th song comes on, still nobody's up there. I'm like, these assholes, they know what's going on. They're laughing their asses
Can
off
somebody
right now.
stop me, please? Thanks.
Seriously. So I was like, okay, the only option I have right now is I'm just gonna fucking let go. And I let go, and I kid you not, I went flying. I grabbed my shit. All my tips were there. I grabbed my
Fucking
shit.
ran.
I left without my tips. I ran out the back door, and my manager comes running behind me. He's like, "Where are you going?" And I was like, "Did you not just fucking see that? That is so embarrassing." I'm like, "I'm never gonna show my face."
They're like,
around
no,
here."
you shot off real quick. Nobody even knew who the fuck you were.
Girl, I've seen
He
wigs
goes-
fly
he
off.
put them on. He goes,
Oh,
gave
yeah.
them a show. That's what they wanted. He's like, "Go back." I was like, "Hell no,
They
I'm
come
out."
here to be entertained, right? No, I've seen wigs fly off. I've
Oh, yeah.
seen
Shoes.
one time, I think my most embarrassing like stage moment, I was so fucking embarrassed I wanted to die. I went on stage for a full 2 songs, right? And by this, it was at a full nude club, so you gotta get all booty naked and shit. I get off stage, and finally one of the dancers tells me that my tampon string was sticking out the entire
Oh yeah,
fucking
that's
time.
happened.
But I was sitting there and I was like, I know it has to happen.
Especially with the glow
Probably-
lights.
It's happened to me.
Yeah.
With the
Yeah.
glow lights, it's
Huh?
like not even like, but like the glow lights make it
Yeah.
like bright purple when it's like
Yeah, and
You
the
don't go
thing,
on stage at all?
no, I do.
Have you? Oh, okay.
No, I do.
I think
but-
it's happened to all of us.
I know. I was gonna say at least like 98% of dancers have had that shit happen. Yeah.
I mean, I have.
Give the
Not
guys
that I-
you give the guys a story.
It's not like I didn't like hide in the locker room for like an hour so that whoever saw could
Seriously?
get a little more fucked up, and then it's like they didn't.
Or
see it, but-
there's a turnover and you have a new crowd.
Yeah, you know what I'm
gonna
saying?
sit with the new guys that walked
That's
in.
what I
and
do
didn't
sometimes.
see
I'm
it.
like, I'm staying back here for a while.
That's funny.
Exactly. It's funny.
It's awesome.
I mean, we could go all day with the crazy stuff that we've seen in this industry. Between being brand new in the industry, you see crazy stuff.
All the time.
Being medium in the industry or being around it for a long time. I mean, it's the entertainment adult industry. it's every day is a brand new show. It's different people, different concert, different party.
Yeah.
The adult entertainment industry to me is like an onion, and I'm serious when it comes to porn and
but it's
dancing.
an endless onion.
Yes, it's like you keep peeling each layer and each layer, and it's always something new every day. And I absolutely love it because I feel like I'm continuously growing every day in the industry,
Yeah, it's
no
not
matter
a regular
dancing
9
or
to
not.
5 where you clock in.
Yeah, it's
do
not
the same
repetitive.
people
Every day
all
is
the
different.
time.
No,
Yeah.
like that was the one thing that why I always stuck to hospitality is because you have different customers and different turnover and people from different walks of life that come in and tell you their story. And then it actually ends up culturing you.
Yeah.
Because it's like, oh, where are you from? What brings you here? Like, and then you end up like, I had customers that I know their grandkids' names and their birthdays and how was this and when you like sit there and talk to them, it's like
Your regulars.
your regulars become family.
Yes.
Sometimes.
I was
And
just gonna say that,
I have guys that now have followed me for 14 years.
Really?
Yeah, 14 years. Actually, one of them is a business partner
Tight.
because they knew
Very tight
they
shit.
wanted to know why I was dancing after banking, and I said why. And they were in the finance industry, and they're actually in my credit card merchant processing business, and they actually gave me the start 15 years ago.
Good shit.
Yeah,
I
and literally haven't danced for him in 15 years, but still like best person ever, and seen my son grow up. Yeah.
That's
After
tight.
14 years in the industry, what advice do you give to baby strippers?
Honestly, the best advice I could probably give somebody is don't let anybody tell you how to run your business. Like, at the end of the day, do you plan accordingly. Don't sit there and do it because how somebody else tells you to do it. Dance for you. Don't copy someone else's hustle. Like, create your own.
Everybody's hustle is different. Yeah.
So have your own niche. Like everybody's like, oh, well, why are you sitting there talking to customers so long? Because I get to know customers. I don't sit there and hey, Mr. Everybody.
Yeah.
I look at the dancing industry as like when you walk into a strip club, I look at it as like a car dealership. When you go shopping for a car, you kind of know, you already know what you want to buy. Yeah, you might learn about your features and stuff, but nobody's really going to sell you the car because you already know which one you're going to pick.
Yeah.
So the girls that are standing up front at the door waiting for the guys to walk in who haven't even sat down and got a drink yet and latching on and like being like a freaking vulture, I can't stand
I'm
that.
going to be honest, I don't like that. I don't like
hate
that.
it.
That's
I
the
know,
one
me
thing I
neither.
don't like about
Here's
the
the
club.
problem. Because now the guy
only
didn't get a
Vegas, by the way.
chance. The guy didn't get a
I've
chance
noticed. Yeah, I've
to
noticed.
pick what he wants.
Yeah, exactly.
So now he's going to have to pay for that lemon to go away. No, but I'm saying it, but that's how
It's the truth.
But
That's
the
what they
truth. So
say,
now,
though. That's
now
what they
here
say,
he has
like,
a
I had
bad
to pay
taste in his
$100
mouth.
anyway.
So now the money that he would have probably been more enthusiastic to spend when he got here because he wanted to pick his own and spend it and have a good time. Now he's got a bad taste in his mouth because now he had to wait for this one to go away.
Yeah.
And now it's like, so that's the one thing is number one, know your audience, read the room. You know, don't force yourself on anybody.
Yeah.
Go around, introduce yourself. If they're not ready, go back. You know, just don't be the hey
And
mister.
learn
Never
stripper
ask.
etiquette.
I have never once in my entire dancing industry ever asked anybody for a dance. Never. Not once. I will not. I will never say, do you want to dance? I will sit there and then they'll be like,
Yeah, you
Wait
were
a
too
second.
slow for me last
I
night.
won't. Yeah, but
I got
everybody
them,
does.
I got them back there.
But everybody does. And it's like, but then they start being like, well, why didn't she ask me for a dance? What's wrong with me? And then they ask me, well, so what's the deal back there? Then they're more apt to spend more money because I'm not the one hey mistering them. So it might take me a minute, but I'll get a lot more out of
For
them.
sure.
I disagree with that.
What, you
I
think so?
disagree,
So
yeah.
I agree with her kind of because like in a way for sure because I'll have my best paying regulars and I'm talking
And I
like,
never dance for them.
So these past couple months have been slow in the club. Thankfully, the regulars that I sat there with in order to get like that whole like,
Rapport.
oh, this bitch is different, or not this bitch, but like,
Yeah.
oh, she's different.
No,
and
she
she's-
cares about me.
Yeah, she like care, you know, and like
You
he'll
give
get
them the
hours.
time.
He'll get hours, and I'm probably shaking my ass for like 10 minutes out of the entire time because we still have so much more to talk about. And those were customers that I sat there
Yep.
like that, and I let
And they're
them decide.
invested in you
Yeah.
because you're invested in them.
And now-
and that is actually a better long term for me.
You know what- yeah.
And I've kept customers years that have got me through hard times with my son, who have helped me out, who helped me on slow times. That literally, yeah, maybe you might bank that night, but you know what? I bank for life.
Yeah, period.
And that's what I would say is to like pace yourself as a dancer and really know the quality people that
For sure.
you. I use it as a networking.
Yeah.
Like
For
I meet CEOs of companies and get job offers, and they freak out when they tell them how many business I do, and they're like,
Right?
"What are you doing here?" And I'm like, "Where do you think I
Yep.
network? Where do you think I meet you
You know what
guys?"
I'm saying? Yeah.
Like,
I always get customers asking me, so what are you gonna do when this is all over? Motherfucker, you don't even know anything
Yeah,
about
exactly.
me.
I was like, "What do you mean?
Shut up.
I gotta go to my other job when I leave the club right now."
No, it's funny when I'm like, oh, well, I own blah, 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 you know, and they're just like, same thing. Well, what are you doing here?
Waiting for you.
That's it.
I was waiting for you.
Waiting for you to empty your wallet.
Yeah. That's funny.
Yeah. But honestly, just
Yeah, I can't stand people who think that strippers are just like we were just born to be strippers. Like, no, bitch. Like,
Or
I
we
have
had
an
nothing else
entire
going on.
Yeah.
oh,
it's
don't get me
fucking
wrong. There are
annoying.
some girls that are.
some-
True.
well,
there's some.
there's
You
some
have,
girls
the-
that-
you have your
they're
little
still
dirty
finding
apples
themselves.
of the bunch.
There's
you know
some
what I'm
girls that
saying?
just need to
But-
shake and not talk.
Mm.
I mean, let's be honest. But those are the girls that are looking for the long game.
Yeah.
Those are looking for their nightly fix, and they probably got somebody home either taking care of them or a deadbeat boyfriend they're trying to take care of.
Yeah.
Because
They're
we've all done it.
Yeah.
I've been there, done that.
We've all done it. I mean, when we get our fast cash comes and goes it's like with those deadbeat boyfriends. I'll tell you
Avery and I
that.
were talking about that a while ago. We were talking about guys and being a gold digger and stuff.
God.
And it's funny because I'm like, I'll tell a guy, if you don't make what I make a year, I really don't want anything to do with you. And then other guys that don't make that much are like, oh, you're a gold digger. No, I don't want your money. I'm just sick of paying for men.
But
I'm
you know
sick of
what?
it.
I don't want your money. I just don't want to give you mine.
Yeah,
I don't
there we
even,
go.
yeah,
There we go,
exactly.
yeah.
Honestly, I don't even mind being called a gold digger. Call me a gold digger if you want. But if you are, I'm just not the bitch in your budget. Like, pick a
Yeah.
bitch that your budget can handle.
Right?
I'm doing fine. You already know what I got going
Yeah.
on. So I'm fine. If you can't handle the budget that or a high maintenance woman or whatever, it's not that I'm sitting here, because even with mine, I've never demanded anything, but I still get it because he knows what he wants and I know what I want. Right? So if you know what
It's a
you want
mutual
and you know it's a
respect.
little cheaper, then go that path. But don't be like sitting here calling me a gold digger, because I'll sit there and I'll frame it.
I'm quality over quantity. Baby.
Yeah, exactly.
No.
This is true.
I will have a name tagger or a name tag that says gold digger if you want. I don't give a fuck. Like, I really don't. Call me, I'll shout that shit. But
Well, they
is
always
what it
tell you
is.
when you go to church to dig deep inside. So
that's what I'm doing.
I dig down deep.
Which is crazy. Okay, you guys, we are running out of time. Avery, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you guys. It's been fun.
Queen, it was fun.
It was fun.
It was a lot of fun.
We'll have you back on.
I'm gonna go look at that link now.
Once you have
yeah.
all of me too. Me three. Once you have all of your stuff done, like once you have your club open and stuff, I'd be so fucking interested in hearing like how the first maybe like couple months went,
we'll
or
have
even
it
like
back
when
on,
it
for
first.
sure.
Yeah.
I'm actually
Maybe we can go out there and visit you.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm actually
definitely like
got
to see it.
approached by a production company to actually film behind the scenes, build out and everything of kind of like a pseudo Netflix
Be
like up
tight.
and coming. And then a bunch of the girls that I used to dance with who have been like in my corner and worked for the same group of men that I did are kind of going to come out of the woodwork as like a kind of like glowing up story.
That's
so
tight. That's real tight.
yeah,
I like that.
so I have a bunch of people coming out to Vegas. So absolutely, I'd love you guys to come do a podcast from there.
Mm-hmm.
My director, okay with that?
You're invited. You're invited.
All right, guys. So I'm wrapping up now. Thank you for my co-host, Jaydn, and thank you, Avery, for joining us.
Thank you so much.
I would really love to hear your guys' questions, comments, concerns. I would love to have your guys' questions
Keep the
because
dick
that gives
pics
us
to a minimum.
more to
Yeah.
gives
Just
us more
the
to
minimum.
answer here. But go to podcast@badbitcharena.com and we'll receive all your questions. Just go ahead and email us, and I'll see you guys on our next episode.
Thanks, guys.
Bye.